We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. At the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
South.
Stroud looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. We look at this Browns defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Now the ball comes loose. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Over. 18.
Up the middle they go. Rich. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Stroud to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Over. 18.
On first down, Rich. They'll head out inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 47 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Hey, uno. 11.
3rd and goal, Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Throwing to start the drive. Brock. He finds his man complete. It's Gomez. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Browns at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. They're always tough, NFL.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brock. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On now is Ty Zentner to punt. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Go. 18. That's right. Why Tony? Speed left.
Now Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Tony. 19 Texas.
Stroud off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gomez. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting the lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Brock got his man complete over the middle. That's Gomez. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. Looking to throw. Block. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Ramiz Ahmed to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
And I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because
a great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Texans 7. to kick off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Play action. Stroud now. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Texans.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
Stroud.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Rich. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
11.
Here's Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Sujet. Bumpy. Hey, south.
4th down. Here's Stroud.
That's to his running back. Complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down.
And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
The kick is good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Taimi Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Brock. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Here's 3rd and 7.
Gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Brock. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Brock. Throw left side, complete. That's Castro. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
And now an audible here into something else. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
36-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Up the middle they go. Rich. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, complete. It's Gomez. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Can try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with a slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Brock. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Brock.
Into the hands of Cedric Tillman.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A quick throw, but incomplete.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Browns! From 6 yards away. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 43-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Robbie. At 18. What's up?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rich. And maybe a measure danger of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
On the quick, right? 18. Look the hot, look the hot.
And Stroud now to throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hey, uno more.
Back to throw. Stroud firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
All right. 18. 11. White, Tony.
Looking to throw. Stroud.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake. Brock. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Second and 6.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now look at this. They get the is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Rich. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
In motion right, that's Collins. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
18. What's that?
From the gun on 3rd down. Stroud. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
36-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
31, Texans 20. Ramiz Ahmed to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
That quick throw there is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Up the middle they go. Rich.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The throwing again is Stroud.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Stroud looking to throw.
Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Here now, second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Stroud.
Staying on his feet. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
Here we go.
Touchdown! Jaden Higgins taking it in. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slob their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Set, go.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Browns, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our